Welcome to episode 2, season 2 of the Dortmund Rebuild. In episode 1, we did manage to get our hands on the Champions League trophy, but we did just fall short of the league title. So in this episode, hopefully we can make some really good signings and get our hands on another piece of silverware. If you are excited, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, turn notifications, and let's get straight into season 2. And this is how the team's looking at the start of season 2. I am very happy with it, but I think there's one room that we definitely need to upgrade, and that's Emre Can. He is 31 years old now and 82 rated. I don't think he's massively going to grow for us anymore, and even though he's captain, I think we could do with a bit of a younger midfield option in that second centre mid role. And with a budget of 160 million euros, that's definitely enough to bring someone in, and we've already got one player shortlisted because of your comments. So if there's any other signings you want to see for season 3, comment down below because they do have an impact. As you can see, Eric Martel is on the shortlist. He's being scouted, so we may be bringing him in. A 23-year-old midfielder. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, there's actually quite a few key players in their last year of contracts, so we're going to have to go through every single one and decide whether we want to keep them or let their contract expire at the end of the season. But Sula's made that decision for us. He's come and said, basically, I want to leave at the end of the season. I'll play out the last year and then I'm gone. And we've said, no, you're worth 30 mil. We're going to sell you now because otherwise, at the end of the season, we're going to get nothing back for him. But on a more positive note, Mateo Lopez is back and he's 67 rated. We are going to loan list him again, and hopefully he can go up to 70s by the end of this season. But talking about loans, Moukoko has returned from loan and he has caused some debate. So we now have Moukoko, Bia and Guirassy, and realistically we don't need all three of them, so we're going to have to decide which one of them are we going to sell. And it is a really tough choice because the board wants to win the league and win the Pokal, so we're going to need the best of the best players. But before we decide which one of them we're going to sell, Sula has had his fate sealed. He's gone to Barcelona for 45 million euros. His value was only 30, so I think this is an absolute steal. Last year of contract, players are usually at their cheapest. We've managed to go 15 million over the value, and we have finalised our transfer list. So Emre Can is being listed once again because of the contract. He's only got 11 months left, and we'd rather cash in now, and we don't want to extend it massively because he's 31. Ozcan, just not really going to be getting involved this season. Then Lopez and Duranville, both loan listed, both left wingers just to get more game time. And Pascal Gross, didn't massively use him last season. He's 34 and also only got 11 months left. So it's a good time to cash in on him. Haller, we were already debating about the other strikers, so there's definitely not room for a fourth one. And we've decided Moukoko, out of the three strikers, is the one to go because he's worth 39 million euros and he's not even 80 rated. 20 years old, obviously he'll grow so much, but we've developed him enough. We can now cash in, make some money, and he can go because Bia and Guirassy were so good for us last season. I think we got to stay loyal to who performed for us. And we've had a big clear out of all those listed players. So firstly, Lopez has gone on loan to Midtjylland. That's a much better quality team than last season. And Duranville has gone to Heidenheim for 12 months as well. So that's the two loan moves sorted. And next, Emre Can has gone to Brighton for £22.6 million. I think that's a very, very good deal. Ozcan has gone to Benfica for 10.7 million euros. And finally, Youssoufa Moukoko has gone to Juventus for 57.5 million euros. That is such a good deal. Obviously, he was on loan last season. We didn't use him once and we still managed to win the Champions League. I don't doubt he's going to be a quality player, but I don't think we massively need him. And almost 60 million euros has made our budget 279 million euros to be spending for the season 2 squad. And now you can see our midfield depth is kind of lacking. So we have Umeka as a centre mid backup and Casadei as an attacking midfield backup with Sabitzer and Brandt, the two that we definitely want to be starting. So we're going to bring in a starting midfielder to go next to Sabitzer and a backup DM that's a bit of rotation and a bit of youth into the squad. And that's exactly where Eric Martel comes in. You guys commented it and we've signed it. For 21.6 million euros, Martel is a 23-year-old who's 77 rated, can be used as a backup DM, but definitely strong enough to start. And he will grow so much alongside Umeka and Casadei, all being used as rotation players. But it's not just midfield we want to bring in players, because obviously the loss of Sula has left our defence depth really weak as well. We have Colwill, Anton, and then beyond that, it's just a couple youngsters. So we definitely want to be bringing in someone that we want to be using in a lot of league games. But before we bring anyone else in, we have just made 2 more sales. So firstly, Sebastian Haller has gone to Aston Villa for £15.2 million. And then Pascal Gross to Celtic for 5.1 million, leaving us with a massive budget of 276 million euros. And now it's finally time to make a big signing, and that is Amadou Onana from Aston Villa for 35 million euros. He is such a baller, and he's the exact kind of player we need. Very strong defensively, but can also carry the ball forward. As you can see right here, he's 23 years old, 80 rated, and fits the team absolutely perfectly. And now the bench looks so strong as well. Emeka, Cassidy and Martel back up to Sabitzer, Brandt and Onana. The depth in midfield is crazy. But we're not stopping there with signings, because remember I said we needed another centre-back. Well, we've brought in Cal Kabasi, the absolute wonder kid from Fiorentina for 17.1 million euros. I'm so excited to be using him. As you can see, he slots into the backup centre-back role absolutely perfectly. 74 rated, but he's still so young. And this is the final squad going into Season 1. I like it a lot. Brandt in midfield is going to be so key for us. Adeyemi and Marlon on the wings, they're both so good. And now I think the defence as well can hold its own. All in all, I think this team is very all-rounded, and I'm very excited to see what we can achieve in Season 2. But the first thing to do is play the Super Cup against Tottenham. They won the Europa League, we won the Champions League. So it's a one-on-one for the Super Cup trophy. First game of the season. Can we get our hands on some more silverware? We're going with the strongest team, but Colwell's out because he has a suspension. So Kabasi is making his debut, and so is Onana. Let's get straight into this. Okay, 26 minutes on the clock now. Brandt's got the ball. He's giving it to Marlon. Onana's inside. We might go for a diag. Oh, the technique on that pass, by the way. The curve, the power. We put a ball in now. Okay, doesn't come to anything, but what a ball from Onana. Okay, this could be dangerous. Oh my god, Son, that's great skill. Can Kabasi recover? What a challenge. Okay, we've got the ball now. Sabitzer into Brandt. Can we counter? We've lost the ball now. Now it's Archie Gray on it. Anton's been beat. Molina's been beat. Can Kabasi cover? Oh my god, they're through. Big save and potentially a big block as well. They've got the ball again. It's non-stop attack. If we survive this, we've made it to half-time. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but we have made it to half-time. All in all, we have not done anything really going forward. It's been backs against the wall, solid defensive performance. So at halftime, we're bringing in Martel for his debut, and I think we need a bit more speed down the middle. So we brought in Beer up front as well. We need a big change here. We haven't been able to get anything really working going forward. The defense has been solid. Second half needs a big improvement. Okay, the second half is underway. Like I said though, we need a big change. Madison's on the ball now. He's found Son, who's been at the centre of everything. Kabasi once again. They've got the ball once again. Odeber out wide. He's panicked and booting that inside. Beer can surely win that. Oh, what a chest pass that is. Now Marlon's on the ball. Oh my god, what a ball. Back into Beer. That is so unlucky. It's now Brandt. He's gone for it from distance. I don't mind it. Porro's on the ball now. He's giving that side to Archie Gray. We're trying to start a high press here. Madison into Son. Oh my god, they've popped that round. Lovely, and another unbelievable challenge. Marlon's got out wide. This is exactly where I want to see him. He was so dangerous cutting in from here last season. He's cutting. He's cut back out. Van de Ven, we just can't seem to get past in this game. It's so annoying. Now Gavi's on the ball. Another big challenge though. Regulon into Højbjerg. Gavi is playing the left wing. I just still can't believe they've signed him. He's playing a nice first time pass there. Madison. Oh no, Son once again. Kabasi trying to cover Molina. Oh, he's done Molina. Oh my god, no, he's in the box now. Molina and Kabasi. Once again, Kabasi is stopping their attacks. And it's so annoying, but the footage corrupted. And as you can see though, Marlon scored in the 78th minute. We have won the game. It's so annoying. The only highlights I got that weren't corrupted were defensive. In fairness, the Marlon goal was basically our only attack of the entire game. But it was enough to see us win. So let's take the positives. Very solid defensively, but we gave up way too many chances. But I'm so sorry once again, you can't see the goal. But trust me, Marlon, he cut in from the right, Trevellered it into the middle of the net. Right in the corner though. It's exactly Marlon's trademark. He did it so many times in episode 1. But we have won. Brandt is getting to lift another trophy. First season was a Champions League. This season is a Super Cup. And hopefully there's a few more to come for the rest of the season. All in all though, what a start to Season 2. But before we play the rest of Season 2, we've got to show our appreciation to the defence, and especially Kabasi. He came in as an 18-year-old on his debut in a big stage, and he stepped up. By far, man of the match. I'm really excited to see what he can do this season. And we still do have 221 million euros in the budget, but I don't think we're going to spend any more. I'm really happy with the team. I don't know where else we need to improve. But if there is any signings you think we need to make sure to comment down below, because Martel is purely from your guys' comments. And I do read them all, and I will react to any important ones in part 3. Remember, there's one more part after this one. But like I was saying, this team I think is ready to go. Brandt up to 86, Marlon, Adeyemi, Sabitzer, Garassi with Bia, Anana. You've seen the team. It's an absolute joke. Let's get to January in Season 2. And we've made it to January. And as you can see, we have a really tough month in Jan. So let's forget about that and have a look at the league. And as you can see, we're top of the league. We're top of the league. Borussia Dortmund, we're top of the league. Unbeaten as well. 10 wins, 5 draws, 0 losses. And even after achieving all of that, there's 3 teams that are only 3 points off us. So a single slip up and we could be sat in 4th place. It is a bit worrying, so we can't get too ahead of ourselves. But it's a very, very positive start. But in the Pokal, we did lose in round 3 to Leverkusen. It's not the end of the world if we're able to still win the league. And the Champions League, we are sat in 9th place. So it is solid. Definitely some room for improvement. But it's definitely enough to see us get through. And hopefully we can be back-to-back winners. Now that would be ideal. And this is how the team is looking halfway through. Anana's gone up a rating, Colwell's gone up a rating, Sabitzer, Brandt, Marlon. You can basically name the entire team. They've all gone up in ratings and it's not surprising. The bench is also really strong. Bia is up to 83 rated. Basically, the team's had a really, really strong first half of the season. And now, if we check out their individual stats, I think you'll see how. So basically, Bia has got 10 goals in 13 Bundesliga games, but 4 in 5 in the Champions League, 2 in 2 in the Pokal. He could be the next Haaland. The amount of numbers he's putting up is absolutely insane. And then we've got Marlon. He's got 3 and 6 in the Champions League with 2 assists. And he's got 9 and 15 in the Bundesliga. Between them two on the right wing and striker, they've got 19 Bundesliga goals. That's so impressive and definitely a key reason to our success in the first half of that season. But another key reason is Kobel. As you can see, he's tweeted right here, "Great to see my name at the top of the clean sheets chart. Big credits goes to the defenders in front of me though." And see there, 5 clean sheets, 16 matches. Isn't crazy, but 17 goals conceded is, and a 7.1 match rating is very solid, and he's worth 93 million euros as a goalkeeper. That just doesn't happen. That's absolutely insane. And even though we've got 200+ million euros in the bank, I don't think we're going to improve anyone. I think our starting 11, as you can see right here, is just perfect. I don't think we need any upgrades. But let's interrupt you because we've been invited to a Manager of the Year ceremony, and would you look who's won it? It's us. We won the Champions League. We won the Super Cup. All of this in one season at Dortmund. And we've gone unbeaten in the first half of this season. Eric Cantona's handed over the trophy. Look at us there. It's so impressive. Some of the players have even come to show their support. Manager of the Year in season 1.5-ish is so impressive. Nuri Sahin is doing special things at Dortmund. You need to keep your eyes on them. And obviously, it's just the start. We're looking to be winning that every single season of this 3-part series. But let's now get to the end of season 2 and show you how we've done. As you can see, we've made it to the end of season, May 17th. We won every game in May, but the top right is not filling me with promise. We're almost in the red part of the manager rating, which means basically there's a good chance we're not winning the league, Champions League. We know we're out the Pokal. Okay, I can't keep it the suspense. We're going to go check out how we're doing. Back-to-back seasons, we've lost the league by 2 points. Halfway through the season, I was singing, we're top of the league, we're top of the league, we're top of the league. It don't matter, Leverkusen beat us in the Pokal. Well, it does, because now they beat us in the Bundesliga, the Pokal, by 2 points. Our goal difference was 41. It's absolutely insane, but it's still not enough. 24, 7 and 3. We did have a big drop off, to be fair. We went unbeaten for the first half and we lost 3 in the second half. It makes sense. But what about the Champions League? Oh my god, Leverkusen beat us to that as well. It's a Leverkusen v Roma final. So Leverkusen have beat us to the Pokal, to the league, and they've also got to the Champions League final ahead of us. But where did we go out? It was the PSG in the quarters. And I mean, it is a tough game. With that many good teams, it's such fine margins. 6-4 isn't awful. It was competitive, but it is really disappointing because it's a trophyless season other than the Super Cup. But I mean, the teams look so good. Look at that. Brandt is up to 89. Bia's up to 84, Anana's grown to 82, Colwell to 81, Nori to 84. The team has grown so much and we've still just fallen short. So I now need you guys more than ever to let me know who is going to help us win the Bundesliga. Back-to-back seasons, we've fallen short by 2 points. We're going to have hundreds of millions to spend. So get your comments down below right now. Who will make up that 2-point deficit that we can't seem to get rid of? Because look how good this team is. But yeah, like I keep saying, I need your help now. I've tried it for the first 2. I now need you guys. Who makes this team champions? But let's check out the individual stats. So Bia ended on 27 in 32, which is insane. He got 6 and 11 in the Champions League as well. But averaging an 8.16 in the Bundesliga is absolutely crazy, by the way. What a baller he is. Then Marlon also got 14 in the league. 8 in the Champions League, which is really good. Brandt 7 and 10 with 10 clean sheets. That's so impressive as well. Sabitzer 3 and 8. That is so good. And look who's next. Molina got 6 goals in the Bundesliga. Adeyemi had a bit of a slow year, if I'm being honest. 5 and 4 isn't actually that good for his standard. So maybe even as good as Adeyemi is, he hasn't had a standout year yet. So is it time to replace him? We're going to have to decide as we start Season 3. And this is the final team that we're ending Season 2 with. Changes are going to need to be made. Because as good as this team's become, we're not winning the league. We've won the Champions League, but we're still yet to win the Pokal and the Bundesliga. And that's what we're going to have to do in Season 3. So we're going to have a think, and we're going to make some very sensible signings. But that is where we're going to leave it for this video. If you have enjoyed, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below, who do we desperately need to sign?